Remember, efficiency first. Godspeed.
Hey there, survivors. Cougar here, checking in on Satisfactory Early Access. If you don't know anything about this game, this is a game about automation. It's all about automation.
Welcome to Planet Massage 2 ABB, your designated sector in the binary star system of Akicha.
We've got our first task here. We're going to dismantle this pod by hitting F and holding left click. Now we've picked up the hub parts.
Second objective. Please ensure you have your Fixit Incorporated Xeno Zapper equipped before leaving the drop zone.
Xeno Zapper.
Note: according to Fixit regulations, every pioneer should have access to a means of defense against extraterrestrial threats.
Well, we've got a Xeno Zapper, so we're good to
Third
go.
objective. Please familiarize yourself with the resource scanner to find iron. Note: the acquisition of iron is considered essential in preparation for all future objectives.
Well, let's acquire some iron then by holding C.
Initial scans reveal coloring properties in the flower petals. Further analysis required.
All right, we've got some. So let me just back up a little bit there. So we deconstructed our hub by hitting F and then left clicking on the hub. And then we hit Tab to open our inventory, and we dragged our Xeno Zapper into our hand-held slot there. Now we've got a means of defense. The next thing we need to do is find some resources and find a place to set up a base. So we've hit C to use our scanner to scan for iron ore. That's all we can scan for at this point. And the closest iron ore, looking at the compass on the HUD up there, is 243 meters in that direction, westish. Yeah, that's going to be the closest one. So let's head that direction and see if that might be a likely spot to set up our base. Along the way, we're going to pick up as much of these bushes and leaves and stuff as we can. It's not terribly engaging gameplay for you to watch, but it is satisfying. Oh, I also just picked up
This consumable possesses minor healing properties. Further analysis required to establish object scanner identification.
Yeah, I picked up a pale berry. Pale berries will restore health if you eat them. There are other things that will restore health when eaten as well, but we'll get to those eventually. For now, I'm just picking up all the leaves I can because we're going to need these for fuel once we get our base set up. And it can be strangely satisfying just running around picking up leaves and stuff. Later on, you can build a coal... something's growling. Oh, hello! Those guys look kind of tough, but they ain't so tough if you know how
Studying the remains
to
of this creature might shed light on how to defend yourself in the future. I recommend analysis.
Well, we'll do some analysis. That's what we're here for. We're here to do analysis. So count on it, PDA assistant. Ooh, got a drop off here. You can survive falls like this, but they are going to do some damage. Those beasts that charge at you, they seem a little imposing at first, but if you know how to side strafe out of the way when they charge, then they're not that tough. Let's hit C again to do another scan. Remind ourselves where that iron ore is. Here it is, right over here. What I'd love to find is some wood. Sometimes you can find wood lying on the ground. Here's some more of those berries, the pale berries. And you guys know me, you know I'm all about exploration. So a lot of this game is just about hanging around your base and building up your base and making it better. But we're going to work a lot of exploration in too, because this is a completely handcrafted map. See, Toro, Toro, Toro. He can't even hit us. Toro, Toro beast. Oh, he got us that time. Uno mas, and he's down. Yeah, so we're going to work in some exploration. We're going to do a little base building, then we're going to go explore. And then we're going to do some more base building, then we're going to go explore. Then we're going to do some base building, then we're going to go explore. So here are some iron deposits. Hold E to chop at the iron ore. And again, this is going to be all about automation.
Fourth objective, build the hub. Note, to complete this objective, the resources salvaged from the drop pod will be consumed. Caution. Ensure the hub is built on spacious open terrain close to the presence of iron sources. Failure to do so will likely result in non-optimal progress.
Exactly. So as I was saying, you can, in theory, build everything in the game yourself once we get the hub down. But we're going to automate all of this stuff, and we're going to automate our mining here. First with some basic automation, and then with more advanced automation. And we're going to bring the materials to our hub, get some more pale berries in case we actually take damage from... Well, we took a little bit of damage from the creature back there. I am blanking on what those creatures are called right now. But just to demonstrate, if you look down in the lower left-hand corner, you got our health meter down there, right? We're down 2 bars. As a result of that encounter with the creature just then. So we're going to take the pale berries, drag them into our hand slot, and replenish 1 bar of health per berry. Now we're going to make sure that we put our Xeno Zapper back in our hands in case we have a surprise encounter with another one of those creatures. This is a big, nice open area down here, and I think there's more iron ore down in that direction, with maybe even some more other types of materials down there as well. So that looks like a likely place to set up our base. Probably more likely than right here, which is not a very large area. Hello, big beast. Big beast and mean beast. Here comes a mean beast. Side straight. And he goes down. No problemo. Now, I like the big beast here, but come on, guys, let's be realistic. Something that size and that weight, walking on legs this thin, first of all, those legs would snap in a second. Second of all, this ground would have to be really freaking hard to support him, or those points would sink right into the ground with every step he took. Still, it's a nice looking creature. Tiny head. All right, let's go check out what the materials were over here. There's another bad beastie over here. Come here, bring it, fuzzy face. Oh. Oh, he tagged me. He tagged me twice. But now he's dead. All right, so yes, more iron ore here. More iron ore here. And even more iron ore here. And is that iron ore over there as well? Wow. So yeah, this definitely looks like a prime candidate spot for... that's limestone, I think. Alright, he's down. We're down 3 health bars at this point, so let's eat some more of these pale berries. Good to go. Get our Xeno Zapper back in there. Yeah, so this is limestone. Yeah, which is another good thing to have near base. Is this a cave? No. So yeah, definite prime spot to set up a base here. We've got 3 iron ore resource nodes and a limestone resource node right here. Before we actually start setting up, let's just do a quick circuit around and see if there are any other nodes here that we should be aware of so that we set our base up appropriately. And again, yeah, this fits in with my kind of half base building, half exploring plan. Whoa, that's a much nastier beastie. These guys have a ranged attack and hit pretty hard. Oh, that's the ranged attack. He's spitting fire at me, and my side strafing is not really fooling him. So I'm taking quite a bit of damage here. Oh my gosh. Get in there. All right. Well, we salvaged some alien organs off of him, but we took more than half damage there. Hey, there's something up there on top of that rock we should go check out. Ah, we're not going to be able to. It looks like that location is protected by these spores, these noxious spores. We're not going to be able to get in there until we have something, you know, we have advanced equipment to protect us from these noxious spores. The game looks beautiful, though, doesn't it? The map's really nice. Oh, wood. Here's wood on the ground. You want wood. Wood is another biomatter material that you can use to power your initial power generator. I thought I saw another potential resource node over here, so I wanted to keep going this way for one more second. No. Alright, here's the other plant that will restore health. It's a beryl nut.
This consumable possesses minor healing properties. Further analysis required to establish object scanner identification.
No problem. Further analysis. Oh, look, more wood on the ground here. Wood is not nearly as common as the bushes, the plants. So, you definitely want to be keeping an eye out for wood, picking it up wherever you can. Come on. Come on, come in. Bring it. All right, we better eat some beryl berries, some beryl nuts or berries here. What do we have fewer of? We have 7 beryl nuts. Let's eat some of those. We're gonna have to eat a bunch of them. Yeah, we got hurt pretty bad with that that bigger fire shooting dude. Wow, we just ate up all the beryl nuts. We're gonna have to eat more. But I'm multitasking. Alright, I'm not seeing any more resource outcrops here. So let's just head back to where we first found those iron deposits and look to set up a base. Now this initial base, we're not going to be too worried about its layout, because at a certain point we're going to unlock platforms on which to build. And we're basically going to have to destroy our base at that point and start over from scratch. So this initial base build is, we're not going to put too much thought into how we're laying it out. Oh dear, I kind of lost track of where those... Ooh, look, green power slug here. We're going to have to get over there and pick up that green power slug. Now, without giving away too many spoilers, there is an important use.
This semi-slug seems to emit weak potential energy from its crystalline shell. Further analysis of crystals required to determine application.
Yep, analysis required. We got it. We're going to be doing lots of analysis, don't worry. I forgot where those outcrops are, so I'm going to do a scan again. See? Over here. All right, there they are, right down there. So just to demonstrate, I'm just going to jump off of here. We might take a little... Nope, no damage from that fall. But any higher, and we probably would. More beryl nuts. More biomatter. Alright, this looks like a nice, big, open-ish area. It's not totally open. We got that rock right there to worry about. But this is definitely a viable place to set up our initial base. So, with that said, let's hit... let's reconstruct our hub. So I hit Q there to open our construction panel. And now we're just going to put down our hub right here. Should be fine. Again, we don't have to be too picky. This is just kind of an initial spot to be placing stuff down. And we'll get more picky later on.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You have unlocked Hub Feature, Manual Craft Bench.
Yay.
Hub Feature, Hub Terminal. 5th Objective, Hub Upgrade, Storage and Power. Note: The craft bench and hub terminal are essential for progression to the
Excuse me,
next
sir.
objective.
Yes, all right, we are going to, our first objective, basically all of our early objectives are going to revolve around upgrading our hub, making our hub more useful. So with that in mind, let's head over to the hub terminal, hit E to bring it up, select a milestone. Our tier 0 milestone should be hub upgrade 1, so we'll select that. Activate it as, no, wait, we haven't activated it yet. We will select it down here at the bottom, select that milestone. To make this milestone happen, we need 10 iron rods. Now, we can do that ourselves just by heading over here to the craft bench and turning the iron that we harvested earlier into iron ingots and then turning those iron ingots into iron rods. So we're going to do this ourselves manually just by standing here at the workbench and holding down this button. La-di-da, la-di-da. You see, this is not incredibly engaging gameplay, which is why the actual gameplay revolves around automating this process. But we're not quite there yet. We have plenty of iron ingots with which to create iron rods, and our crafting panel here is overheating. So I'll release that, let it cool down a bit, switch to iron rods, and now turn our iron ingots into iron rods. And we only need, what, 10 of those or something? So you can watch, it's giving me a total here when I hold this down. It tells me how many I'm making. I've got plus 10 for 49 total, so I got plenty. And now we can go back to the hub terminal, shift left click on the iron rods to insert them, and hit the upgrade hub button. Woohoo! We've upgraded our hub. We have new buildings.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You have unlocked Hub Feature Biomass Generator.
Yes,
Hub
Biomass
Feature
Generator.
Personal Storage.
Personal storage.
Scanner Feature Copper.
Copper. So,
New equipment, buildings, and blueprints, which can be found in the workshop when built, build menu, and craft bench respectively.
yeah. So here's our biomass.
Sixth objective, Hub Upgrade, Construction. Note, connect buildings to a generator for power. Note, buildings such as the smelter require a blueprint to be set. Advice, automate the smelting process and use portable miners for optimal results.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Great. Now that she stopped talking, this is our biomass burner. This is where we can insert the stuff that we've been picking up here. Here I've got 500 of the leaves that we've been picking up. I can insert those into this and get it running, but we don't have anything that needs power right now, so we're not going to do that just yet. What we can do is head over here to our personal storage and store these leaves for later use. We can also store the green power slug that we picked up for later investigation. We're going to have to research that before we can do anything with it. I'm also going to drop off the flower petals that I picked up because I'm not going to need those, and some of this wood that I picked up as well. Oh, also the alien organs that we harvested from the beasties and the alien carapaces that we harvested from the beasties we killed. And then quickly check our hub terminal. Our next goal will be hub upgrade number 2. We will select that as a milestone. And now to do that, we're going to need 10 iron plates, 10 iron rods, and 50 coils of copper wire. So to make copper wire, obviously, we're going to have to find some copper. One of the things that was upgraded with our last upgrade, hub upgrade, was the ability to now scan for copper ore. So I'm holding down C, and I use the mouse to select copper ore and release. Not terribly close. Oh, not too bad. There is a copper deposit only 185 meters in this direction. Let's go check it out. Unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be up on top of the cliff, which is not ideal. Oh, look, little creatures. Little sailboat creatures sailing along. Yeah, I think this is up on top of this ridge, which is not ideal, but it's not a game changer. It's not a deal breaker for us. Picking up more biomass as we cruise around. Where'd that copper go? Right here. Yeah, it's all the way up here on top of this ridge. Whoa, hello. Oh shoot, I don't have my my Xeno Zapper equipped. That is bad on me. It's something you always want to make sure you have in your hands. Put back in your hands after you put something else in your hands. Took a little bit of hits. Took a couple of hits there, but it's not terrible. For now, let's just manually mine some of this copper ore. Chop, chop, chop. Pow, pow, pow. Bang, bang. Chip, chip, chip. All right. Got some copper ore. Now I can. So you saw that was labeled as pure copper ore versus the copper ore here, which is labeled as normal copper ore. I mean, I think you can figure out the differences there. But obviously, if you can, you want to be mining the better quality materials, if possible. Ooh, I'm just itching to get out and explore a little bit. But we'll get there. Let's do a little bit more here, back here at base, and then make that happen. So again, we can go directly to the craft bench and make the materials that we need for the next upgrade ourselves. We actually have plenty of iron rods. We need iron plates. For that, I think we're going to need more iron ingots, and we've got some raw iron, so let's turn those into ingots, and then turn the ingots into plates. That's all we can do there. Then turn the copper, the raw copper, into copper ingots. Again, all of this will be automated eventually, but for now we can just do it manually to get it done. We've now got enough copper ingots to make a bunch of wire, and we can do this ourselves as well, but this may be the place for us to start showing off our smelter, some of our new equipment. So we've got an equipment workshop that we can now build. We can build ourselves another craft bench if we need to. We've already got the one here, so we don't have to worry about it. But we'll build an equipment workshop and we'll build a smelter. For the equipment workshop, we need more steel plates or iron plates and iron rods. We can do that right now. And then over here at the equipment workshop, if we activate this, we can select a portable miner. To make a portable miner, we're going to need 4 iron plates, 8 copper wire, and some cables. Cables require copper wire to make, so we're going to need lots of copper wire. So let's make some copper wire. La-di-da, la-di-da, standing at the bench, making copper wire. And that's it. That's all we've got. I think more important than having the smelter up and running right now is to have our portable miners up and running. So let's go back over here to the equipment workshop. We're going to need cable to finish that production. So let's go back here. Here's cable. We can use copper wire to make cable. We only need a few of those, and I don't want to use up all my copper wire, so let's just make as many cables as we need. Then back to the workshop, now craft ourselves a portable miner. Bingo, we've got one portable miner. I think the most important thing we're going to want to worry about here is the iron, so let's get one down on the iron. Let's pick up this pure stuff first manually, and then set down our miner. Whack, whack, whack. Chop, chop, chop. Alright, great. Now go into our inventory, put our portable miner in our hands, and then find the right spot to drop it. Sometimes you'll be trying to drop it and it won't drop because you're just not in quite the right position. Alright, cool beans. So we have automated our first step, or the first step in the production process. We now have a portable miner going. It's going to be dredging up some of that good iron for us. In the meantime, let's see if we can't make any more copper. Can we make, what were we missing to make another portable miner here? We need more plates, and that's it. Just steel plates or iron plates. So let's see, can we make some more iron plates here? No, we're all out. We need to make more iron ingots. We're just going to stand here for a minute and make iron ingots. Actually, we could be, in theory, be using the smelter to do this. I should have thought of that just as a demonstration of what we're doing here. But we'll be doing plenty more smelting. Don't worry. There's lots of smelting ahead. So for now, let's just do all that ourselves and then make some more iron plates. I'm just holding down the button here to make iron plates. Okay. Back to the workshop and craft another portable miner. And we will need more cable before we can make a third portable miner. But that one is made. Let's make a little bit more cable and make another portable miner. We'll put one on... maybe we should put another one on the iron. Cable. That should be plenty of cable. Back to the workshop. Craft one more portable miner. Now we've got... Oh, we can craft 2 more portable miners. Wow, we can craft a bunch more portable... Well, we don't actually need that last one. Hold on a sec. Let's put one more over here on this second iron hub, and then we'll put one on the limestone and one on the copper. Very satisfying. All right, now open our inventory. Let's drag a portable miner into our hand slot and drop it where it needs to go. They're so cute. Get to work, miner. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, third iron hub here, but we're not going to do anything with that. We're going to zip over to this limestone outcrop and do a little pound, 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 chop, 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 chop. I'm pretty strong, apparently, that little tool. Yeah, right, that should be enough. Come on. Really? Wow, there's a lot of limestone here. Okay. Third portable miner in my hands and now on the limestone. Great. Alright, let's let that handsome young fella get to work. Let me put my Xeno Zapper back in my hand. Not forget to do that again. And now let's head over to the copper and put a miner on that. And then with that, we may run around and do a little bit of exploring to see a little bit of this beautiful world. Oops. Get up there. Yeah, so to get the copper down off of here, we're going to have to build some conveyor belts that bring it, that run down off of this cliff. It's fine. This big beautiful plant. Leaves and wood from those plants. Just looking around. There are caves here with nasty, scary things in them. You may be able to find one of those. Alright, our final portable miner in our hands and right there. Put our Xeno Zapper back in our hands. Alright, let's just do a little bit of running around before we settle in, get our smelter up and running and our biomass burner up and running. See if we can get up somewhere high and get a good view. See what's around. I don't think I can get up there. Oh, there's a little creature down there. Hi, creature. It's like a lizard bird thing. How do you fly with that big nasty tail? That can't help. More berries. More berries over there. Big sky sail thing up there. So there's some what look like game trails down there, little trails that the creatures themselves have made, because this planet is not habited as far as we know, not by intelligent creatures anyway. Some more barrel nuts over here. I'm not seeing anything really fascinating to go check out. There's some kind of resource node out there in the distance. And there's something up on top of that, but I don't think we're going to be able to get up there. More barrel nuts down here. Should we take a little trip? He's singing. Oh, check it out. So he's a bird with a mouth that when it's open like that looks like a flower. So an insect is going to come and land on that bird's mouth thinking it's a flower, and the bird's going to have lunch. That's pretty smart. It's another one of these birds with its mouth open. That's great. I love it when devs think things through like that. All right, another one of the... This may have been the original noxious pod area. No, I don't think it is. But that's another place that we can't go because of the spores, the noxious spores. Oh, there are two of them. One down. Two down. We took a fair amount of damage there. I think we should eat something. Is that more berries there? Alright, let's eat up some berries. Got 18 berries and 28 of the barrel nuts. If you look up at the HUD, you can see that our home base is always marked. So we can always follow this home. That's pretty the way the sun's coming through that tree there. Alright. Delicious berries, but they have to go away now, so I have my Xeno Zapper back. There's another resource outcrop over here. That looks like limestone. Yep, pure limestone. Which we're already drilling for. We have an automated driller picking up limestone right now. We don't have to be... In fact, I'm not going to break that up because it's much easier to see them from a distance if you don't bust up that initial node. Yeah, we're going to have plenty of biomass. Look, there's our little starter base down there. Let's go check in, see how we're doing. Oh, you know what we should do before we leave up here is check our copper miner and extract any copper that's in it. So E to open the portable miner, and then you can just hit this big orange button, grab all. And that gives us 100 of the copper resource, the raw copper. All right, so let's get let's pick up some raw stuff from here and then build a smelter. Whoops. Grab all. And that's it. My inventory is full for now. but there will be ways to increase our inventory size later. In fact, as you upgrade the hub here, your inventory will grow. The size of your inventory will grow. I don't think it's going to let me... Oh, okay, I put something in there, and then I can switch it off so it's not burning that. Let's not do that just yet. First, let's get our smelter down. What are we going to need to build the smelter? We need copper wire, which we have plenty of, and the iron rods, which we have plenty of. So again, this doesn't have to be perfect. We're going to tear all this stuff down later anyway, but there's our smelter. Now for the power production, switch to the power tab here, we're going to run, all we can do right now is run a power line. Later we can build power poles, but not yet. So we're just going to run one power line from the biomass generator over to our smelter. Then we're going to head over to the smelter. We're going to configure it to create iron ingots, and we're going to dump in a bunch of the iron that we just picked. Oh, that's limestone, that's copper. There's our iron ore. I think it can only hold, yeah, it can only hold 100 at a time. It's on standby. Should be producing. Oh, because our power production is, we haven't switched on the biomass burner. All right, you know, we can dump all these leaves in. All right, now you can see that you got the smoke going up there. So it's starting to do its work. We're not going to just dump all those leaves in raw. Why don't we process them up a little bit just to make it a tiny bit more efficient? We'll go back to our, oh, we haven't unlocked the biomass recipe yet. So eventually you can compress those leaves down into biomass bricks that you feed into this, but we're not there yet. Hold on. For now, we're just going to dump all these leaves in just like that. And that should be plenty of energy to keep our smelter running. It's in standby mode. Now it's working. There we go. So it had a little bit of smoke coming out the chimney when it was in standby mode. Now that it's actually running, it's got a full-on plume. So that's how you can tell from a distance whether something's actually active or not. All right, so we've built a smelter. We're using the biomass burner. I'm just looking at what we need to do to complete the hub upgrade too. Build an equipment workshop. We've done that. Crafted a portable miner. We did that. Now we should, let's see. So we need 10 iron plates. Insert 10. 10 iron rods. Insert 10. And 50 copper wire. Insert 50. And hit the big button to upgrade the hub. All right. We've unlocked new buildings, new parts, new scannable resources.
Congratulations. You have unlocked Scanner, Stone, new buildings and blueprints, which can be found in the Build menu and Craft bench respectively.
Yep, great.
7th objective, Hub Upgrade, Conveyor Belts. Note, use power poles to expand the power network for optimal results. Note, constructors are capable of constructing copious parts, of which only one type at a time.
Yep. So we're going to be using constructors to further automate. We're going to be using conveyor belts to further automate. And we are going to need limestone to craft concrete. So I'm going to go over here and retrieve the limestone from that portable miner. And then let's go over here. Do we have room in our inventory? Yes. We unlocked an additional inventory slot with that last hub upgrade. We have room to run over here and pick up the iron ore out of here, grab all. And maybe out of here, grab all. And now we need to go to the workbench and make some concrete so that we can put down a power pole. Workbench. Craft bench. So we've unlocked a bunch of new stuff here. The biomass bricks that we can make now. In fact, why don't we go ahead and make some of those? Oh, that didn't work very well. I thought we had a lot. Oh, did we store it? We stored some biomass stuff. Well, not that much. Yeah, here we go. Don't really have a ton of room in my inventory. Let's make a bunch of these biomass bricks to keep that biomass burner working a little bit more efficiently, or longer anyway. Not enough space in inventory to complete this. That's fine. We can craft, what can we craft? More cable. We can't make copper ingots, we can't make concrete. I just got to clean up my inventory here real quick. Stand by. We don't need the alien carapaces. We only need one of these healing materials, really. So let's save all those. Now we've got a little bit of room in our inventory. Let's do some more biomass stuff. And now let's do some concrete using the limestone to make concrete. And eventually, again, all this will be automated. But for now, we got to do it by hand. I think I heard our smelter stop. We should probably go over and put some more iron ore in there. It's still running. Oh, it is out. Okay, so give it some more iron ore. 100 more. And it should be producing. Oh, I have to clean it out. Clean out the stuff that's in there. Now it's producing. And now let's feed some of these biomass. Well, this will keep running for a while because we have 500 leaves in there, and we're not running that much stuff off it right now. But now, if you look down in our toolbar down below, now we can craft a power pole. Each power pole can have 4 wires running off of it, versus, for example, the biomass generator, which can only have 1 wire running off it. So what we're going to do is we're going to run a wire off the power generator, off the biomass burner, to a pole, and then split that 4 different ways. We're going to hit F to bring up our destruction tool, and then destroy this power line, and now run another power line to the power pole, and then from the power pole to the smelter. And now we can run 2 more wires off of this. All right, and speaking of which, why don't we set up another... Boy, there's no way to get rid of this, is there? Not that I'm aware of. I don't think you can cut these plants down, so we're just going to need a different location for a second smelter here. Just to reiterate, we're going to be tearing all this stuff down eventually, so I'm not too worried about making this line up smartly or correctly. Apparently we don't have enough stuff to build that. We're going to need more or something. Let's just make sure that we have our milestone selected here. We're going to need 75 iron plates, 10 cable, 10 concrete, and 2 reinforced iron plates to upgrade the hub to the next level. For now, we need more, what? We need more iron rods, and we need more copper wire. That's 50 iron rods, and a bunch of wire we're going to get in a second. Alright, that should be enough to build a second smelter that's going to smelt our copper for us. Smelter number 2. Mouse wheel to rotate this stuff around. And then 2 to bring up my power lines and connect another power line to this guy. And now we can stick a bunch of... We're going to configure it for copper. We're going to put a bunch of copper ore in there. Where's my copper ore? There it is. All right. And that'll be churning out copper ingots for us. All right, so you know what? Why don't we... Well, we'll call it a day in a minute. Let me run up and get a little bit more copper and have a kind of an overhead view of our initial base here. Look at that big sky sail. Nice. Oh, derp, derp, come on. Alright, so we'll harvest our copper here, our copper ore, and now have a look. So there's our little starter. We're too far away to really see what's what. Let's get back a little bit closer. So we've got a biomass burner providing power to 2 smelters. One of them is smelting iron ore for us. The other one is smelting copper. Hi, little sails. Sailfish. The other one is, so we got one doing the iron ingots, one doing the copper ingots, and we're upgrading our hub, and we've got some power. We've got a power pole down with 3 power lines running off it. We can have 1 more power line running off that, but that's about it. I'm going to call it an episode here, guys. Our first episode of Satisfactory. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like and subscribe if you're enjoying this, and we'll do more Satisfactory in the days to come. Stay safe, survivors.